BELA 2, the vital route that will connect the Latin American, Caribbean, and the European digital ecosystems. The first industrial revolution during the second half of the 18th century was the greatest process of political, economic, and social change experienced by humanity since the Neolithic. Just over 20 years ago, the so-called dot-com boom paved the way for today's digital transformation, leaving the most developed countries in the world with the connectivity required to take advantage of the profound processes of digital transformation in favor of their societies, further rapidly widening the gap that separates them from the world's least developed countries. These less developed countries are still working to expand their stages of connectivity and be able to offer the levels of digitalization that their societies require in this way. This further deepens the social, political, and economic gap between societies, with profound consequences that not even through digitalization can be overcome. Reducing the digital divide is an urgent task in Latin America and the Caribbean. It is not only related to infrastructure or technology, but mainly to the accumulation of knowledge produced through education, science, technology, and innovation. Accumulation that accelerates exponentially in advanced countries, while it grows slowly in Latin America and the Caribbean. An important step has been taken in the last 4 years to reduce this gap, and we could see it on August 1st, 2022, when the world woke up to the news of the successful cranial separation of the Brazilian Siamese twins Bernardo and Arthur Lima. Two medical groups, one in Brazil and the other in England, nearly 100 health workers, 27 hours of surgery, and many hours of modeling, studies, and calculations carried out through BELA's connectivity in Brazil were necessary to ensure that these 4-year-old brothers could finally hug each other to face a normal life together. BELA's advanced connectivity not only impacts the great scientific advances in and between Latin America and Europe, it impacts, and this is what is fundamental, in people's lives. The next phase of BELA 2, is the opportunity to extend and increase the digital alliance between Latin America, the Caribbean, and Europe in a significant and complementary way. BELA 2 will extend the BELA infrastructure to as many countries in Latin America and the Caribbean as possible, starting with Peru, the countries of Central America, the Caribbean, Mexico, Paraguay, Bolivia, and Uruguay. BELA 2 seeks to align and expand the infrastructure, knowledge, and social capital of the countries of Latin America and the Caribbean, complementing other initiatives proposed by the European Commission, such as the Digital Hub for Development, D4D, in the context of the Europe Digital Alliance, Latin America and the Caribbean. BELA 2 is part of the ULAC Digital Alliance, a regional initiative of the Team Europe that brings together the European Commission, some of the EU member states, and some of its agencies and development banks, as well as their counterparts in Latin America and the Caribbean, to work together towards digital transformation. The new connection will help Latin America and the Caribbean to engage with European companies, universities, research centers, digital centers, and large research infrastructures, taking advantage of these connections to accelerate and support the social and economic development of the region. At BELA 2, we will go beyond connectivity, working to promote the use of digital transformation technologies, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, blockchain, Internet of Things, 5G, machine learning, and augmented reality to contribute to the solution of many of the urgent challenges of the region in terms of increasing innovation and productivity of private sector companies. In BELA 2, the dialogues with the different actors at all levels will guide us to find solutions to close the digital divide and increase our human and knowledge capital. The BELA 2 infrastructure will be the way and the power of collaboration between all the actors, the engine that drives the development of Latin America and the Caribbean and its direct link with Europe. BELA 2, the fast track for closing the digital divide, the cooperation space within the framework of the ULAC Digital Alliance.